Hey guys, they told me if I came out into this Canadian wilderness, I would get eaten by a bear. Are there bears here? There are tons of bears, but there's also some amazing hiking, which I'm going to show you. In Lake O'Hara, Yoho National Park, the Canadian Rocky Mountains. This is the campground. I'll just give you a quick view. So the cooking area down there and an outhouse and a little bit of a shelter for when it snows. And then the hiking trails. Yeah. Our guide is going to tell us what these mountains are. Okay.
That is Mount Biddle.
Mount Biddle.
That is Mount Yuckness, the
Mount,
little
Mount
brown
Yuckness,
one.
the brown one, yeah.
Then that is Glacier Peak.
One with the glacier snow?
Yeah, with the glacier snow, that's Glacier Peak. Left of that is Mount Lefroy.
Mount Lefroy.
Left of that is Mount Victoria South.
Mount Victoria South.
Right there is Mount Huber. Right there is Weewaxie.
Weewaxie. We're heading up here, guys. Just another 2-3 hours and we'll be at the top. A few moments later, we continue. We come out of the bush, and now we're pretty much going straight up there. I'm the anchor man, I'm the safety person at the end. Because I don't have poles. I have camera. Well, this must be a runoff chute. Right in there. It's kind of an avalanche chute, runoff chute, and the trail's right beside it. And we're heading up. Usually it's cold here, or raining, or seasonal. But this particular year, it's like 30 degrees C. So double that, add 30. That's 30, 60, 90 Fahrenheit, which is abnormal. A heat dome, if you want to call it that. Which makes it beautiful, but you got to carry more water. Still snow. It's July. What's the date? July 10th. July 10th. Still snow up there. What you do if you're from Calgary and you're a fly fisherman and you want to fish some of the mountain streams, general rule of thumb is when Stampede Week is over in Calgary, the rivers start running clean and it's perfect for fly fishing because those are going to be melted in a couple of weeks. And the runoff will be over. And then it's time to get the fly rod out. Check this out because this is quite remarkable. Look at the size of this tree. Look at the size of this tree compared to me. This tree is hundreds of years old. And very shortly, as we keep going up, I've just got the accurate information. The tree line is at 7,200 feet. Above that, there's no more trees. And that equates to about 2,200 meters in elevation. That's where we are. Just a few hundred feet below that, you get this thing. It's probably one of the biggest trees you've ever seen. A couple of 100 feet up that way. Nothing. It's absolutely incredible. We're going to go through the transition and then I'll show you. Okay, first really good rest stop. We're close to the peak there. And check out this little ledge here. We could stop for a view. Some of the hikers have stopped here. And she's got the perfect view. Okay guys, whew, that's a lot of work. We're up at pretty close to the edge of the tree line here. I'm last now. They've all pulled. These are all experienced mountain climbers that I'm with, and they got these poles. I don't know. I can't use the poles. For me, the poles just get in the way. But I made it, and you'll notice now just some sparse trees. We're up close to the tree line, and when I turn around here, you'll see kind of right about at the elevation I'm at here, a little bit further up, no more trees. So I am at 7,200 foot elevation, 2,200 meters in elevation. It's a little bit windy, it's cool. It's actually quite nice here. It was 90 degrees down in the valley, and up here it feels like it's dropped about 20 degrees, probably 70 degrees. You can convert that to Celsius. My brain's not working too well right now because I'm tired, but wow, talk about being on top of the world. And what we're going to do is we're going to head up this way. We're going to go in the nook between these two mountains, and there's apparently a nice view there of the other side. We started here, and let me start from the beginning. We climbed up this way, and we're right about here now, but then we're going to go up here and turn left and along the ridge, and then come down somewhere where he said there was some snow, and there was a lake there, and then we're going to come back and hug the mountain. No, wait, no, we're off the map. No, we have to go back up. It wasn't supposed to be that long a hike. I follow some of these trails here. Hopefully we don't wander off into the woods and get lost, because that would be bad. There's bears down there, and we're going to end up on this road and eventually make it back. That's the plan. And they tell me this is a normal hike. Then we're going to have lunch, and then somehow we're going to work our way back through this rocky area, back down there where you can just see the expensive lodge where the rich people stay. Okay guys, wish me luck here. I'm going to keep going. Little did I know that we were just getting started, and so this part's too difficult for the selfie stick, so we changed to the GoPro. Yeah, we're just going to go for a little hike. It's not that far, we could easily do it. Just a little bit of elevation gain at the beginning, and then it's no problem. We're not going to actually climb like with ropes or anything and helmets. We're just going to be on the trail. It's safe. It's no problem. It's well marked and safe. You don't need any experience. Yeah, you just follow me. It's no problem. That's what they told me. That's what they said. Yeah, right. What's the worst that could happen? Fall 4,000 feet to your death or get eaten by a bear? So we worked our way up here. Look at her, showing off. Yeah, she's been here before. This is my favorite spot to have a picture. Oh, watch your step, there's some loose rocks. Yeah. I was going to bring running shoes. But seriously, I would recommend, if you're a beginner and you haven't done any hiking, don't come here. It's always good to stop in the most dangerous spot to take a picture. It's a good thing I'm with these experienced people. This guy knows everything about the mountains, every nook and cranny and what they're called. So as I was cantilevered over this 4,000 foot drop and he was pointing things out, I was just trying. I didn't hear what he was saying. And I was just trying to keep my balance. Just 1 foot in front of the other. It's easy. You don't want to have a big pack. You just want to just do the best you can. Oh yeah. I know you like it like that. See that marking? It said 11. I was asking the guy, do we stay on the 11 trail, or do we turn off on maybe the 9 or the number 8 trail? Apparently that is the symbol for it's always 11 no matter where you are. I don't know who came up with that numbering, but that's you got to look for the 2 yellow stripes, they said. It's not an 11. If you're an experienced mountaineer, you know that stuff. Where's the number 10 trail? Okay. And then after, I think, 2.5 hours, we make it to the top. And we crest. This is the gap between the 2 peaks, Wee-Waxy Gap. And I'm struggling up here. And I finally made it. You look over the other side. And guess what? Another mountain. Oh yeah. You like it like that? If you ever get a chance, the Canadian Rockies, spectacular, this spot. The reason it's so great is you get to start way up in the Alpine level. So we didn't have to do a lot of the climb. Apparently, that's what they tell me. Who is that good-looking guy on top of that mountain? He sure looks hot. By the way, I was hot, okay? It was a lot of exertion and I was sweating. Hot, like a temperature. I almost overheated. Okay, we're starting at 2,532 meters. That's the highest point we got. Now we're heading down this way and around. It's all downhill from here. We're heading that way. Winding along with the contours of the rocks. We're going to go hopefully make it through these waterfalls. Can we get under those waterfalls? Is it still, that snow there is melting. And it's probably another week to completely melt, and then this trail is dry. Once again, I'm pulling up the rear. I'm the safety man in the rear. There's a technique to this hiking thing. It's all in the legs and the hips. I think my legs and my hips, it might be my mouth is more worked out than my legs and hips. I tend to spend most of my time talking. So this has not melted yet. Still some runoff. Okay, straight down there. That's where we cross. I'll go first. So it looks treacherous, but you see the stratigraphy there, guys? It's all horizontal. And we can keep her going. Okay, we're going to do a little geology here, guys. Do you see that big pile of dark rocks right there? Big pile of dark rocks. How did it get there? Well, that happened in like 30 seconds one day. Now it'll be there for hundreds of years. You'll come here and it'll look the same. Hundreds of years of just looking the same. One or two rocks may detach and fall and slip. And then one day, boom, another big slide. And then there'll be another big pile of rocks somewhere, and people say, how did that big pile get there? And it might land in the river there, and the river will alter course because pieces of that mountain will continuously break off and end up in the valley, and this whole valley, this whole area in millions of years will be just rolling hills. Somehow the trail goes down here. And believe it or not, this is the trail. One of our parties coming there. Here she comes. runoff channel here. There's a big one here. We have to get down there. No problem. I'll lead the way. I'm gonna walk along this little runoff channel here. Get through here. There's the trail. I made it. Get to the bottom here and go. Close. Care not for poles. There's on top of the mountain, there's the glacier. Permanent glacier. Beautiful spot. Hey, you should get a refund on those poles. I just find the poles make it even more difficult. There's something else for me to work with. I got my hands full with the camera and the selfie stick. This snakes its way around here. Look at this. This is absolutely spectacular. I come around there, and this goes all the way. Holy! Let me get to the edge here. This goes all the way down there. That's about a 400-foot drop to the top there. And it goes back down to the lake. But I'm at this waterfall. And there's like the waterfall's creating wind. Because it's cold, the cold air, I don't know, there's a swirl of wind here that could blow you off the edge. So I'm right here. So am I going to get eaten by a bear? The answer to the question is, well, it's possible because there's lots of bears here. But we're pretty high up in the mountains, and in the spring, after the bears are finished hibernating, they usually go down into the valleys and they're searching out vegetation and berries and things that they can eat. So it would be pretty unlikely to encounter one on these higher elevation trails, but we do have bear spray. Of course, now I've let my group get ahead of me, and I'm by myself. So if I should encounter a grizzly, maybe he will eat me. But guys, you can't live your life in fear. Yes, there are hundreds of bears in this area. Very rare is there an encounter with humans. They don't really like to. Actually, I don't know what the bears do. Who knows what the bear's thinking? Nobody knows. People say they know, but they don't know, right? If you get eaten by a bear, you know, the bear was angry, the bear was hungry, the bear was protecting its cubs, the bear was, no fun for you. Now this is the perfect spot for bears. Water, shrubs, berries. We're in the valley here. The bears have come out of hibernation from up in the high country, and they've come down into the valleys. So when you're going through this area, you got to keep your eyes open. I mean, does it make much difference if you keep your eyes open or not? Whoa, look at this. I don't know if you could see that gorge in there. It looks like the rocks came off this mountain. So at some point in time, guys, a big chunk of that mountain detached, and the rocks flowed down like a river, a huge avalanche. And you see the trees right in the foreground here? There's a hump of topography that was there before, and that big rock slide zoomed down from that mountain, and half of it went that way and half of it went the other way. I'll show you as I zoom in, okay? The rocks broke off that mountain and came tumbling down, thousands and thousands of tons. This high ground where the trees are was there already, so if I hiked over that, there'd be a huge pile of rocks behind that, and half of the flow of the avalanche came around this side, and then like the other half came around that side, and some of it continued over here right into the lake. And if I was standing here when that happened, I would be gone. Incredible. It all looks like it's stable and it's been here forever, but this whole thing, everything that I've just, this whole area, all of these rocks, this slide, all this big pile of boulders happened in probably 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes worth of geology. All of this. And that'll be stable for hundreds and hundreds of years. And then in 2 minutes, this will all completely be changed when the next big piece of that mountain breaks off. That's how geology works. Nothing happens for hundreds, thousands of years, and then something happens for a minute or 2 minutes. Isn't that incredible? Everything we see is just a series of 2-minute episodes. I don't know if this camera's doing this justice, but man, this is an amazing spot. So after about 6.5 hours, we finally made it back down. This is what they call a day hike. They said a day hike for 6.5 hours. I thought a day hike was like 45 minutes, but it was well worth it. It was amazing. Lake O'Hara, Yoho National Park, just west of Lake Louise in the Canadian Rockies. The food was pretty good too. We made a big pot of pasta after this, and let me tell you, did I had second helpings. So guys, thanks for coming on the hike with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.